When I think about what I'll miss most about Brooklyn Law School, I think about the opportunities to network with different individuals and get to know really great people as well as great teachers that are extremely helpful.
The amazing faculty and employees here, I had such a wonderful time talking to them, getting to know them.
Walking into the library and seeing all my good friends.
I'm very grateful to pass these years with them, and I really enjoy the time with all of them, and I'm gonna miss all of them as well.
This surprisingly was like a family.
The intellectual challenge that we all give each other to aspire to greatness.
I have built the best friendships of my life, I think, here.
There is not intense competition, and everyone is kind of in it together.
The one thing I'll miss the most about Brooklyn Law School is how close it is to O'Keeffe's. That was the watering hole for all 3 years, and I think a lot of students would miss that.
I think the most memorable law school events that I've had the fortune of participating in are the Prince Memorial Moot Court competitions.
This year definitely barristers, because it was definitely an experience. But
being here at the law school, I've actually met 3 Supreme Court justices over the 3 years that I've been here.
My most memorable event at Brooklyn Law School was when Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor came to our campus. She was really down to earth. She told us about her law clerk, who is from Brooklyn Law School, the only law clerk there that isn't from an Ivy League college.
When Justice Sotomayor came, she actually high-fived my hand, and I think part of the reason I did well was because of the power from that high five. Felt it, so that was pretty awesome.
I was able to intern at the Court of International Trade. Had family work there previously, and to kind of follow in those footsteps was very important to me.
Taking a few law students down to the Texas border, where we provided legal advice for detainees at the border who are trying to find a better life here in the United States.
Bessel's, my 1L year, had a roundtable, quick dating networking session with attorneys, and I ended up getting an internship at one of the places, and I've been working there throughout my law school career, and I'll be there in the fall. So it kind of set my path.
So I had a few favorite professors. One was Winnie Taylor. She taught contracts.
My favorite is probably Professor Gerber, because he just knows so much about bankruptcy and his field of work, and he shares a lot of practical wisdom as well.
My favorite professor is Professor Fullerton. From day one, she has been a huge supporter of mine. She was my professor for civil procedure. I was her research assistant as well, and she's been such a huge proponent of immigration issues on campus.
Professor Torsky, because he's a torts legend, and it just had a very intellectually stimulating class.
Professor Askin kind of allowed me to think broader about law and how you can work in the future and career-wise.
I will miss Professor Feldman. She was very motivator, teach me how to read the cases, how to analyze, how to understand.
Professor Capers, both the classes I had with him, he had a pretty nice way of engaging conversation among students.
My favorite professor was Professor Rahman. I was fortunate enough to take a seminar with him my last semester. He's just very interested in the same areas of law as me, and he was a great mentor throughout law school.
I think every law student owes their family a tremendous thank you for everything that they've gone through and will continue to go through as they support us in our careers and our future endeavors.
Thank you to my parents for just all the support.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank my family for being so supportive and being there for me in terms of advice.
My parents, without them I would not have been able to make it through these past 3 years.
My biggest supporter was definitely my father. He's also an attorney, and he's been a role model throughout my career.
To my friends and my family, I know I've been a joy for the past 2 years, but I really appreciate all the support you've given me.
To my fellow graduates, I would say that I hope after you get settled into your career that you find a way to, I guess, reconnect with current students. As I know in my own experience that the alumni have been an invaluable resource, and I think that's one of the things that makes Brooklyn great.
I'd say to my fellow graduates that I hope that I don't have to face off with any of you in court in the future.
Congratulations, class of 2018.